Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another Sims Info and Thoughts video. So this time we're going to be showing off some really gorgeous GIFs that SimGuru George recently posted on Twitter. You may remember he did that back when Seasons was about to release, so I'm really glad that he's doing that again. As well as a little bit of other information on mermaids, and a tidbit about the upcoming Moschino stuff pack. So let's start off with the GIFs. So SimGuru George says, what a relaxing view. This really is a gorgeous world. TS4 island living. Any interest in seeing more calming GIFs like this? And yeah, I really like this one. This, I believe, is in the Lonnie St. Taz district. And there's some really deep ocean over here. Apparently, according to English Simmer's video, this is where you can possibly run into sharks and get pulled under, though unfortunately I didn't play much in this district at all when I was at EA Play, unfortunately. I spent most of my time in the other two districts, but yeah, it's a really nice landscape and I am looking forward to playing more there once I get the game. The next GIF is dolphins in the distance. I love this one. I really love the sunrises and the sunsets in the world of Sulani, and just combined with the really cool looking water. It's just, it's so breathtaking in my opinion. And yeah, if you look towards the right, you can see the dolphin jumping out of the water for a bit, so that's pretty cute. Yes, just this world, it's so nice. And then in this last GIF, SimGuru George says it's the morning and the start of a great day, so let's post a sunset GIF. TS4 island living. And this is really cool. It's a time-lapse sort of style, and just seeing these sunrises and sunsets, it reminds me so much of sunlit tides in The Sims 3 in the best possible way. I was really hoping if they did a tropical themed expansion pack for The Sims 4 that they would take more inspiration design-wise from something similar to Sunlit Tides than Isla Paradiso. Not just because Isla Paradiso is infamous for its lag, but also I just didn't really like the general atmosphere of that world as much as Sunlit Tides. I don't know, I just really like how everything was done in Sunlit Tides a lot more, from the sunrises and the sunsets to the atmosphere and just how everything was laid out. I thought it was just so much more aesthetically pleasing than Isla Paradiso. The only struggles I really had with Sunlit Tides was that sometimes it would take a long time for Sims to make their way around the island if they're going around to work, but I mean, that's just realistic. If you don't want to take a long time to go to work, then just live closer to it. And I found it pretty difficult to integrate the Island Paradise gameplay into it. From what I remember, Sunlit Tides did come out a while before Island Paradise did, so that didn't really have that sort of, they didn't really have those sorts of things in mind. So the water was pretty shallow in Sunlit Tides, so then it was kind of hard to use boats, and it was very hard to place houseboats and dive lots. Though I think I did fit one or two myself, but yeah, it was a bit of a chore, that's for sure. Moving on to a couple of things about mermaids, SimGuru Ninja posted a picture of his Merfo Club, thanks to Island Living and Get Together, and he did confirm that there is a club filter for mermaids if you own both of those expansion packs. So that's a nice little touch. I do love it when they add new club rules, even though Get Together is not my favorite expansion pack for The Sims 4 by any means, but at least it does integrate pretty nicely into other packs. In addition, SimGuru Ninja mentions a bit of integration between vampires and mermaids. So he says, mermaids are so beautiful and peaceful, they tell me. Various scars and teeth from the vampire pack, plus mermaid form equals instant nightmare fuel. So I'm really glad they did manage to integrate the vampire stuff with the merfolk, because, I mean, sometimes The Sims 4 does feel like it's a little too cheerful. So it's really cool that if you have the vampires game pack, then it's especially easy to go in the other direction. I know there is shark teeth included with Island Living, but now you have even more scarier options. By the way, speaking of vampires, SimGuru Morgan did confirm that vampires cannot sunbathe because their skin is already dead. And I know I've seen a lot of confusion as to whether you can suntan in worlds besides Sulani, and turns out you can sunbathe in any world, because SimGuru Morgan says you need island living to sunbathe, but you can sunbathe in any of the worlds. It's an interaction on the lounge chair, float lounger, and beach towel. I was already feeling a bit skeptical about this whole speculation that you could only sunbathe in Sulani, because when I was at EA Play, I did find out that if you shift-click your sim with testing cheats enabled, you can actually manually set your tan for your sim, so it would seem kind of weird if that was like an option, but then you just couldn't do that in any other world, like what? But thankfully, yeah, you can sunbathe anywhere, so if you want to go sunbathe in Selva Dorada, or Windenburg, or Oasis Springs, you can do that. But this next tweet has me really excited. So May Bluebird asks, I don't know if anyone has asked you this question already yet, are dogs going to be able to swim in the ocean in the new pack? Or at the very least walk in the shallow water? I'm very curious. And SimGuru Morgan replies, with dogs can swim in the ocean. Oh my god. I was not looking for this tweet at all. It was actually the vampire tweet that I was looking for at first, and then I just happened to see that tweet as I was scrolling down SimGuru Morgan's page, and yes. All of my yes. I still remember how disappointed I was that dogs could not swim in the ocean in either The Sims 2 or The Sims 3, so for the first time in the Sims franchise, dogs can finally do this! And it's just like, you can just take the animation from when the dogs swim in the pool. I don't know why that was so hard before. Maybe it was just like the whole logic of having the dogs wading into the ocean. Yeah, that's probably it, but I'm still really glad they finally managed to do this in The Sims 4. It's about time, and I'm really looking forward to having my Sims dogs just literally doggy paddle around in the oceans of Sulani. But the last couple of tweets that I'm going to bring up here are from SimGuru Ninja. He's actually talking to Dr. Ashley, another Canadian YouTuber who I just met at EA Play recently, so that was pretty cool. But basically, Dr. Ashley was expressing her excitement over Moschino stuff, and SimGuru Ninja replies saying the clothing in the pack is great, and both SimGuru George and SimGuru Mr. E have been super focused on nailing the gameplay. I'm excited. And when Ashley pressed him for more details, he also says, okay, I'll share one little tidbit, don't tell anyone. The cast style of the pack is super wearable, and the majority of the items are going to look just fine and dandy on your neighborhood walk-bys. And there's some new hair that I know peeps will love. Well, I just told everybody, what are you gonna do about that, Dave? But yeah, that's kind of interesting. Just from what I've seen of the Moschino brand, it's very offbeat, I guess I would just say that, but, that's kind of interesting to hear Moschino and wearable in the same breath. So it will be interesting to see how the clothing actually turns out within the stuff pack. I'm not sure if all the clothing items are going to be based off designs that are already available to get in real life, or if maybe Moschino will help design some original clothing items that are only in The Sims 4, or perhaps a mixture of both, so will be interesting to see that. But I'm really glad that some new hair is confirmed for this stuff pack as well. I love getting new hair, even though I already have so much custom content hair. Maxis always seems to come up with ones that still feel unique compared to what I have installed in my game. So yeah, I wonder what hair they will come up with that goes with the Moschino brand. And since they are managing to fit in some hairstyles, I wonder if there's going to be some objects too. I know Moschino is known for their clothing, and I don't think they sell any sort of furniture. So if they do fit in some objects, then I guess it will be a case where Moschino and Maxis just work together to come up with something original that makes sense with the Moschino brand. But I guess if they didn't put any objects in at all, then that would leave a lot more room for more clothing pieces and hair to be included. It would be pretty weird for a stuff pack to not have any new objects, but since this is supposed to be a branded pack, I guess they can make an exception. And that wraps up another Sims info and thoughts video. So feel free to let me know in the comments section below your thoughts on everything I discussed, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!